All right, it's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship-shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of 8 in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll dig up a great deal for you.
iPads and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right, we're back. We're live. Maybe fashionably late, but we're here. Did you miss us? And I didn't have the chance to check and see if we had to peel Dennis off the ceiling again or not. I know Sunday's episode was that way. How's it going, Chuck?
Good. How's it
I
going?
caught him napping.
No, I was looking at something here. I was chatting with Dennis in the chat there, and he put up the palladium price. And I said, I don't have a palladium coin. They're out there, and I just looked them up over on AmpMex. And I'm looking at them here, and they've got them in stock.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you can buy palladium coins too if you're into that. But
1808.70 on palladium right now.
Yep.
$22.99.80 on platinum, $90.18 on silver, $5,020.20 on gold. So they're trying to claw their way back up from the
Yeah.
the big dip.
Yep. Well, if
And
I trade off something else, I may try to find a palladium coin.
I bet those aren't real easy to find, though.
No, and they got one heck of a markup.
Because that's something that your average coin shop isn't going to carry. I would venture to say they could probably get it for you.
Yeah.
But you're not going to walk in and see one in a display case.
Not every coin shop has platinum in it either. But
right,
they got a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and I know after that big dip, not every coin shop was open for a while either.
That's right. That's right. They
and
closed.
I can't blame them.
Nope. Well, I've been doing it the opposite way, Alan, a little silver to gold.
Matter of fact, they say that was lake effect snow, that last bit of snow that went around Lake Michigan there, but I think it was Chicago sucking wind when the prices dropped.
Yes. They're talking with Don, and he deals with a lot of Chicago stores, and the largest one out there, they literally froze. They shut it down. That shop, according to him, at times is in Chicago, does $1 billion a month. Not a million.
Month, right?
A month. Yes, sir.
That's with a B.
Yeah.
That's a lot of volume. That's almost as much volume as Dennis had on his speakers Sunday.
We got Yankee Down South Adventures in the house.
How about that? Greg's in.
Yeah.
From Florida Hunt.
Yep.
And speaking of down south, we know Steve Pacifico was down there for Florida Hunt and then ventured over to Texas way. And I had mentioned to people before that he had his website up and going. Areas of it are still under construction. I had the link for the website in the Beyond Sight and Sound the metal detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group. But we do now have it in the description of the shows for people who can't access Facebook or anything like that. If you scroll down through the description, I think it's the second to last link in the description that you can check out his 3D creations, coin collecting, precious metals, metal detecting, just kind of a big gamut there, wide variety of things. And I told him we'd make sure to get the link out there where we could. So that's what we've got going on. And I know this is going to get some people fired up probably, but believe it or not, yesterday I've been told that it was warmer in Alaska yesterday morning than it was in Florida. That just ain't right. Now, I don't know what part of Alaska it was, but I don't think it matters to anybody what part of Alaska it was. They're probably going, that's just wrong. It should not be warmer in Alaska than it is in Florida. But that's the way it goes. Either way, though, wait, there's more. We've Let's see here. Greg says it was a very cold weekend for Florida 111 for sure. Yeah, I saw some of the photos and man, it was uh, it was something else. Thanks, Ohio Relic Hunter, for getting the putting the link in the chat there for Steve's website. Anybody that's looking to order any of his 3D printed creations, I'm sure there's a contact me link or whatever on the website. You can reach out to him for pricing, shipping details, all that stuff. He does good work. Some of us in the chat and all of us on the show have some of his items. And that's why I say, wait, there's more, because we don't have everyone on the panel here tonight. So you think we ought to get everybody in here?
Everybody in here.
People in the chat are probably going, what are they talking about?
Well, with the IT problems we had going, I put up there who we were trying to get a hold of.
Ah, okay. Well, let's get him in here too then. And there he is.
Well, hi, everybody.
How is it going?
Oh, it's going great. Except for being back in Chicago. It's cold. But it was cold in Florida.
Yeah. It's cold in Ohio.
On Sunday, their hunt had 19 degrees.
Yeah. I wanted to go, too. I wasn't far away from there. About an hour and a half drive. But I had to come back on Saturday morning.
Yeah, it's been really wild. I mean, Florida's had falling iguana advisories. Everywhere else has had exploding tree advisories. We've had snow nados, tornadoes, steam nados.
But no sharknadoes.
Sleet, ice, no sharknadoes. I don't think.
I did see the one post. The guy had the alligator. The gator's eyes and nose were just like this.
Yeah.
And he was froze in. But he walked over to the side and held the camera close. And those gator's eyes were moving. He just had his snout out where he could breathe.
That's close enough for me.
Me too.
Too close.
I mean, yeah, you're talking about, and a lot of people find this astonishing, but a gator can reach a land speed of 35 miles an hour. They can run up to 35 miles an hour. And I know that's faster than I can run. So I steer clear of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't kick sleeping dogs, man.
No.
Nope.
Not a good idea. Not if you want to live to dig another day, anyway. But yeah. So what do we all see, and what are you seeing, Alan, for spot prices? What are you seeing in the shops and coin shows, if you're seeing coin shows?
I haven't been to one of those yet. I was down in Florida for 3 weeks, so I haven't been to any shows yet.
You could have drove over probably and want the fun. The whole show.
I was out digging that basically every day, but I'll tell you, the beach is pretty cool, but it was the quietest beach I've ever been on.
Wow.
You could go 50 yards without even getting a signal target.
Wow.
Either it was hammered or it was been over so hard by people that there wasn't much there. But I did get some stuff. I got one good piece of gold. I got a gold earring and then a bunch of coins.
There you go.
Well, even a little piece of gold is still a piece of gold.
Yeah, maybe two. I got one earring that was gold and maybe another piece. I got to test it.
Emery's
Hurts it.
reporting that they're going to go out and work with the local police department and try and do a recovery. That'll be interesting, Emery.
Just remember, if it's an evidence recovery, don't touch it.
Yep. Yep.
That's the important part.
Our group did one up here for a murder scene last summer, and they wouldn't let them dig anything. They just found the targets, put a flag in the ground, and then they brought people in to do it for them, to dig them all. I think they put in 56 flags and got 5 pieces of evidence from it.
I've worked with them, and we spent a whole afternoon and got 1 piece of evidence, but it was enough to do what they wanted.
Right. And if people go back and look through the archived shows, they can find one on Tritech Forensics. And that episode was actually about forensics evidence recovery.
Mm-hmm.
After they did that, we went through and we trained. It was 23 different towns, their entire police departments, on how to use the metal detectors.
I did.
The violent crimes divisions from all the different subdivisions, the different towns, City of Chicago, Cook County sheriffs, and a bunch of others.
I did a bunch in the Chicago area for Mine Lab. We had a place rented. They had police departments in, and I brought several items for them to learn that, number one, they'd all sound off like a coin in the ground. They're not made for that. If you're over, and I had a police officer hand me his Glock, and I had him, it was open and flag. It read negative numbers, every angle you could hit, until you slapped the clip in
a magazine in it.
Then the whole thing changed.
Well, we did our own targets for them. I mean, we did shells, live rounds, knives, and all that, and buried them, and then I had some on the surface. So we had them testing everything.
Yeah. Did it lay out any steel casings for you?
Yes, we did have I had steel casings too.
They're different
too. Brass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to bury a gun because I didn't want to bring one.
I brought one. I buried one.
I didn't want to.
I showed it. I showed it to the local officer. It had been demilled, and we buried it. I've still got it. I've used it many times for police departments throughout the area. In fact, I had 3 of them. Oak Brook bought a couple of detectors from me.
Well, the detectors that these guys had were bad.
Oh, I know.
They're not very good.
There were 20 some different towns there, and I think 2 good machines. We told all the rest of them, you got to upgrade them.
Yeah.
Well, and for around our area, you could take 20 towns and maybe they've got 2 machines. And I'm not even saying 2 good ones. Mm-hmm. It's just not in the operating budget for a lot of departments.
Well, they were out all looking and then saying, what should we buy? And then they were start looking for them.
Nice.
I mean, they had bounty hunters, like the Radio Shack ones. It's like, yeah, you're not going to find anything with these.
Right.
No, Rock Island County calls me. They won't buy a detector. They just call me and pay me. And I don't ask for the pay me.
Well, I mean, that works too.
4 that involved weapons. 3 that involved stolen jewelry. And found some of it. They pitched it. They saw them literally pitch it out the car as they were chasing them. They marked the general area. They were about a quarter mile off.
Got it.
I just walked along the edge of the road, and the first one I found was visual on the edge of the road. Then I started
I figures.
picked them up.
Yeah.
They still have price tags on them.
Oh,
Did they see him throwing them out too? Okay.
Yeah, and they were telling them, happened to be within earshot, that they hadn't taken anything, and it was from, they reached in at a Walmart and got two. You know how they got them in the holders alongside. You know, ring, 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 ring. They were full, and they weren't. They were $2 and $3 and maybe up to $400 rings, and they saw him pitch stuff out the window as they're going. They got him stopped. They had him. They had him on film. They had him on a camera.
right.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It just baffles my mind. Oh, we didn't do that. Well, wait a minute. You want to see that on film? There you go.
Well,
Not you.
you know, just because they're criminals doesn't mean they're masterminds.
Yeah, that was quite a while back, but they did have the cameras going, and yeah. And then I had another one that had been out of a gun shop, and a group came in and they were walking, and the lady running it at that time, they kept her occupied, and one guy leaned over the counter, was able to stretch out, grab an AR, brand new one, 5.56, and get out the door. She didn't see him, and then they all filled
Wow.
her, and she walked down and noticed there was a gun missing. She called the police. They got there. They went up, went through this area, and they called me, and I got another guy to go with me, Ray Grip, and I found the price tag laying on the ground. It was headed right up to a not so nice group of apartments. They never found the gun that I know of.
Wow.
They clipped him for an AR, and that's floating around in the street somewhere.
Gosh, they didn't know that ARs are illegal in Illinois?
Well, that was before that.
I'm just teasing.
I know you are. Our buddy Pritzker.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful state.
Oh, I know it.
Fine gentlemen.
State of confusion is what that is.
Yes, sir.
Nobody knows. So anyway, and we got Greg in there. He said it was pretty cold on that hunt. How did you have a good attendance?
Well, those that were there were bundled up. I know that.
Man, were they bundled up?
And they got more bundled up as the weekend went.
Old Pillon's in the house.
5 Mile in.
Yeah, they're trickling in. 100 to 125, he said. Good.
Good.
He said somebody found a coin purse over by a lake.
Nice.
Very nice.
Sure where they were.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the way it sounded, they had some pretty decent luck around that lake.
It's probably good I didn't go. I didn't have any warm clothes.
Well, I mean, when you're traveling to Florida, you're thinking about warm weather clothes, not warm
now
clothes.
I got a question. Your air conditioning unit, did it have a heater side on it also?
Yes.
Well, there you go. You made out, because some places don't.
Yeah.
And Greg says they raised $22,000 plus. Congratulations. Good job.
Good job.
That is great.
Hey, Richard. So, Richard Kruckmeyer's in the house.
Yeah, Rich in the house.
That's good. That's good, Greg. That's good.
It's actually good to hear there are hunts going on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
What?
because those are few and far between this year.
And some of them are dropping
like flies.
Uh-huh.
And I think there's going to be a lot more.
So do I.
What have you heard? Which ones have dropped so far?
Yeah, let's talk events.
Let's see. Kadoha dropped. They're
Yeah.
gone. They're done.
They're done.
The Ohio one is done.
Now, where was the Ohio one at, or who runs
Buckeye Championship Hunters.
Right,
That's Bill
yes.
Hayes' hunt.
that? Okay.
Yes. The Garrett hunt.
Yeah, I talked, and that came straight from Steve Moore.
Yeah.
Chat with him, and he told me that, and then he was quizzing if we were having a hunt this year, and I said no. So they were trying to plan probably where KG and Ringy were going to end up. I don't know.
I heard of one in Oklahoma that canceled, but I don't know what it was called. I'm pretty sure there were a few more, and I just don't remember them. I saw them and I didn't write them down or anything. That's while I was down in Florida.
I see.
But it's going to be tough. Everybody's going to have to rethink how they're doing everything to be able to have them.
Yeah, I mean, at the prices we're seeing for spot prices.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's starting to rebound some too. So.
And some of these hunts that take silver in for registration.
Yes.
People are going to find themselves hard pressed to purchase that silver if they don't already have it, plus pay for travel, lodging, food.
Or here, everybody that's on the page tonight, are you willing to give up your silver to pay for hunt entrance? I don't know if I'd want to. I'd want to be keeping my silver.
You know, silver's going to hit a point where the thought is, do I want to keep it, or should I cash in to have the cash? That's already going on.
Yeah. Yeah. And at one point, do you cash in too?
And that's another thing too. I mean, with the spot prices that we're seeing, it's a direct reflection of the state of the economy too.
Right.
Yeah. I still think it's going to go right back up again.
I think so. It may take it a little bit to get there.
Yeah.
But it is going to get there again. There's no doubt about that. And we can see, even with the big dip that it took, I mean, gold's already back over 5K. Silver is trying to get back up over 100 again. You know, so they're climbing their way back up.
I still think sometime this month, maybe by the end, it's going to get back to the 125.
Oh, yeah.
I really do.
I would not be surprised at all. I mean, a while back before the show, me and Chuck were talking, and we were both like, we'll see silver at 100 to 125 or more by the middle of February or earlier. And sure enough, we hit 120. But then Russia made its big dump, and there was some other market manipulation going on as well that just tanked the spot prices overnight, which is good for those of us that are stacking.
Yeah.
You know, because you can buy low.
This was something really, really, really big. To cause that much of a flux in the price, you're talking billions worth of silver. This is not something small.
No.
This is something very big to make it drop like it did. Could it have been one country or one bank? I don't think so. There was a lot of big money.
There's a lot of things at play, yeah.
The way I understand it, the biggest one that had the most direct cause on that was J.P. Morgan.
I just think I just think it was something bigger than like something that J.P. Morgan would have had. I don't know if they would have had multiple billions worth of
Oh,
silver.
no.
Or it's somebody that was in with the futures that had billions tied up in that.
Wait. They had billions in shorts.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. If someone was buying the
Sold
shorts,
them. Hey, Phil. Phil's in the house.
whatever it was a real big money behind it.
It was. 5 Mile said about giving up some silver to a hunt. He gave up 2 ounces when it was $58. But entry was separate, just helping out, and 50 people invited to private hunt.
Okay.
Dennis says he might be able to pay a bag of caramels for a hunt.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. We'll have to check on that next year there, Dennis.
Right?
But I still think it's going to gather right back up again. I really do.
Yeah, it took a few days for the precious metals to kind of get their feet back under them again.
And it's still bouncing. It's still not
So,
on
yeah.
stable ground.
Yeah, I mean, it was a slow kind of turn to the move back. And now we're still seeing that it's fluctuating, like Chuck said. It's yo-yoing a little bit, but not quite as big of swings as we were seeing. So now it's starting to go more up than up and down.
Then Greg saying they had a veteran donate $600 plus in silver for one of the seated events.
Nice.
Now, in the case of a direct fundraiser for our veterans, yeah, I can see somebody stepping up and doing things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But for just your run-of-the-mill seated hunt,
Right.
I don't see a lot of people. You know, there will be some that do, but I don't see a lot of people stepping up like that.
No.
No, I don't either.
I mean,
Greg
and
says he volunteers at their site.
right. And you know, Alan, you've seen a number of different hunts. I'm sure you kind of see it going that way too, which, like you said, no, I don't either.
And we've given silver to every hunt we go to.
Mhm.
Even when someone steals their coins that they're raffling off. Chuck knows all about that. Right, Chuck?
Right.
We won't point any fingers at anybody.
No.
Right. I plead the fifth. I know nothing.
I guess that's the way we got to stay. I know nothing.
But I've also heard other things about companies that aren't going to hunts anymore,
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
which is another thing that could be going on. Economy's down, profits are down.
Yep. But you know, some of the companies are doing better than expected for this type of economy, and some aren't. And the ones that are relying on machines that are specifically gold. I mean, the gold machine market, and Joy and I have been just crazy busy with gold machines, the 1,000 and 2,000. Oh my God. I just shipped another case over.
That's great.
Yeah.
But
And
we literally have a gold rush going on
right.
in California, Oregon, all the way up and down right now. They do. And people are going right downtown Oroville is a gold bearing stream, and it's open to painting. And Joy's got people coming in buying pan kits, going down and learning how to pan right in front, not far from the shop, and they're coming back, and then the people that know what they're getting 2 and 3 grams a day. If you get 3 grams and you're pulling, let's say they're giving you $140, that's a $450 afternoon.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it ain't a bad day.
No.
Ain't a bad day.
So yeah,
And Greg makes a point in the chat about some of the club events and everything, but one caveat that I will say there on his comment is that it wasn't necessarily club hunts that cost us the Cook County Preserve.
No.
That was diggers just in general.
Well, I don't even know if that's what it
It
was.
was
Some lady that called Periwinkle and told her there were people digging and leaving their holes. And without checking into it, she just believed it and banned it.
Well, and I did hear from a few hunters that did see open holes, not saying that,
And it's possible.
yep.
Not saying everybody was leaving open holes.
That was
Periwinkle never checked it out. She just banned it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people, they don't even bother to take the time to look into things. They just go, okay, that's it. It's done.
Yes.
And Greg is saying that manufacturers are not donating like they used to, but Mine Lab was awesome and donate big time. Now,
yeah, the wells have been kind of drying up with the manufacturers. It's tough.
And some of the manufacturers are doing if you buy one, you get one at 50% off, or buy one of these, we'll give you a second one free, things like that. And it's always, Greg reports that he had that happen at Florida on 11. People didn't fill their holes and left the trash outside the holes. Come on, people.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, especially at an event that is being done for a charitable cause like that. I mean, come on, people. Hold yourselves to a higher set of standards.
Without a doubt.
Yes. Yes, and yes.
I mean, it gives us all a black eye.
We don't have a swing in the summer this year, so we'll be working on it for next year. And I know they've got stuff cubby hold, but I don't know what they're going to charge. We've always kept it down to a very reasonable price, and that's going to change a little bit.
Yeah, but that has to. If you're putting silver in the ground, it has to change.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way around that.
No, not at prices like this.
Well, even if you look up a silver war nickel or silver dimes and just see what those are at, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Quarters are insane now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here.
Yeah, I mean, when you're seeing, well, there when we were hitting what, 100 and say 15, 120, somewhere right there in that range, that was putting a half at like $40.
Yeah. Okay, well, here. Right now, a silver war nickel melt value is $4.93.
Josh and I were
35% silver nickel.
We were talking earlier about the silver nickels. Dennis has got them at $5.08. There's a lot of dealers that don't accept those because there's very few refineries taking them. So it's difficult. They'll have bags of them and they can't get rid of them.
Yeah, and
tell them to call me. We'll buy them.
A lot of the refineries don't take them simply because of the process to get that 35%.
Here, a silver dime right now is $6.34.
Yep.
Yeah.
And let's go to a quarter. $15.89.
Right.
You want me to go to $half too?
Might as well.
Might as well.
Okay. 90% half. 31.78.
Yeah.
And even the 40%ers.
That'll put a 40% around 13.
Yeah. $12.99 right now.
Wow. I was close.
Yeah. And your silver dollars. 67.98.
Yeah.
Yep.
So any hunt that's going to use some of these things.
Randy DeMario's asking you, what about 40%ers?
Yeah, I just gave you that. It's
Yeah, $13, $12.99.
$12.99. There you go.
Yeah. Then, well, right now it just went to $13.
Oh, well,
It went
see,
up a penny.
wait a second.
In that short time, it went up another penny.
Greg's reporting that they got lucky this hunt because they bought before it went up.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the way a lot of hunts operate, is they've got these coins in the coffers well in advance of the hunt. But at the prices that we're seeing, it's going to cost them more to replenish the coffers after the hunt for the next hunt.
That's exactly where we're at.
And that's where the problem lies.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had money for DigFest put away before 2024. We had money for 2025 and 26.
No, we'll have to get close to Casey Oberruder and go down and see what kind of knickknacks we can get from Harbor Freight.
Yep. Well, Dennis is saying silver is down a little bit.
Yeah, he says price per ounce is 88.48, so it's dipped a little bit again.
Right. Yeah.
But that's par for the course. That's what we've been seeing. But it's not, like I said, it's not swinging as wide as it was, say, 3, 4, 5 days ago, whatever.
That's true.
Well, I was down at the shop today. I took stuff that I had found years ago, gold. I sold it. But I had
even a gold tooth.
A gold tooth that had been found. I got 300 and some bucks for it. It's 18 karat.
Yeah. What's that? Just use modern coins in the hunts. That'll work for some of it, but a lot of people are not
for
going
some
to be happy
hunts
with that.
Yeah, for some hunts that might work, but for other hunts, that's going to cut your attendance in half minimum.
What you do with that then is you put a smattering of silver dimes out and some war nickels and Indians and buffs and V nickels, whatever that type of stuff that you find in many places. And then 2 tokens buried out there for halves and a few silver dollars.
Oh, yeah. Most places probably aren't putting big silver out there in the field.
Silver out. And then, that tokens, you're right, Dennis, old tokens, you can get them. And people will enjoy that. And along with the camaraderie and the meets and greets and all this kind of stuff, and pick up some decent prizes in the metal detecting field or whatever. And
but you still have to have silver. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Tokens for goldbacks, you're right. Goldbacks are nice.
Yeah.
Goldbacks, they've been climbing right up.
Or even silverbacks.
$2 goldbacks. What is it? $10 a dollar right now.
Right.
So,
which that reminds me too. I had said Sunday I'd try to get photos of those silverbacks up as soon as I could. It took a while to get the photos. They were little difficult for Tam to get photos of, but I did finally get those posted up.
Yeah. And I was tickled to death at Alan's hunt up in Wisconsin, Alan and John's hunt. I found a token in the dark, took it in, and there was I actually found 2 tokens, and I got 2 half gold backs and a gold back.
Hey, there you go.
That tickled me.
Actually, at that last hunt, I think we gave away 16 different things of gold.
Nice.
So, yeah, that was fun. 981, Dennis says on the gold backs. They've come down a little bit.
So they've dropped a little.
10, 18, 16, whatever.
Not much, though.
Not much.
I mean, the fluctuation that we're seeing there is practically negligible.
Right.
And that was something that I had noticed too. When everything took that big dip, a lot of online websites, a lot of online sellers, they did not adjust for market.
No.
They kept right on going.
Yeah.
But and the other night, I even, just for kicks, I thought, well, let's browse through eBay real quick and just see what people are selling an ounce of silver at. And this is a good example of how you really need to pay attention. I'm seeing silver eagles and silver bars and stuff like that they're all priced pretty much right there in the spread that you would expect them to be. And then all of a sudden I see a listing for 0.999 fine 1 ounce silver bars. Buy it now, $14.92 with free shipping.
Yeah, because it's not real.
Exactly. And I happened to click on it. I happened to click on it just to see, and the guy had already sold 241 of them.
Sure.
And they'll go out.
No one will ever hear from them again.
Right.
And
but then that contributes to the problem, because now these people, silver goes up to $150 an ounce, and they go, hey, I'm going to sell that silver bar I bought, take it into a coin shop.
Right.
And they're going to tell them, sorry, we don't want this.
Well, the equipment they've got now, checking things, amazes me, because they can put, the one is like that I see the one pawn shop use on his videos. You can point it up like this, and you lay whatever it is you want to find out the metal is, and he pulls the trigger on it, and there's a screen that reads out, and it'll say 999 fine silver, or it'll say 10% silver, 90% copper. It reads all the metallurgy in there.
You know what? There's some that we went to. We had somebody trying to sell us trade dollars at one time.
Okay.
And we took them up to the shop that sponsors our club and all that, and had them. They have a newer machine. You just set it on the machine, and within a second it tells you what it is. We had 300 coins, I want to say, from these. They're all trade dollars, and there was one that was an 8 real. It was worn just horribly. That was the only coin that was real.
Wow.
Everything else was fake.
Oh.
Wow.
And I told them we had to check them first. None of them were real.
That's no good.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's...
And the guy he thought they were all real.
Yeah.
And that's why we keep
Or
telling
was he just
people
playing games? I don't know.
And that's why we keep telling people that, most importantly, they have to stay informed and educated so they don't get taken. Because at prices that we're seeing, it doesn't take much for it to be a costly lesson.
Yeah, and this machine they had, like I said, all they did is set it on it, fake, 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 and
Yep.
and it was instant. It's not even the guns anymore.
Yeah.
It's just a machine that set it on top.
And I had some stuff that I questioned that I took in. I told him, I said, get your rare earth magnet and check these. Well, they were little hoop earrings, that kind of stuff. And he goes, no, they're not metal, steel or ferrous where it goes to the magnet. And but he said, you mind if I take a deep cut out of this one? And he did. And all I did was rub it and use the acid, and it showed 18 karat gold. Well, he made a cut. It was 18 karat gold plate. It was good plate, but
Yeah, heavy gold plate.
It turned green in the center.
Yeah.
But then I had two more rings that I questioned, and he checked them. He said, no, they're good. They're what you put down on them. I said, I wanted to double check, and 14K. But, those tiny rings and tiny, some of those little earring hoops, they're just plated.
And you're going to see more and more of that, as even now you're going to start seeing a lot of silver. Now that the silver is going up in price,
yeah,
you're going to get more and more silver plated.
Mm-hmm.
Like we bought a bunch of rings. They were real inexpensive. We bought them online. They were all marked 925. The guy sent them in, and we told him we stopped payment as soon as we saw them because we knew they weren't silver. We called the guy up, and he goes, we stopped payment on these rings. They're not real. He goes, well, can't you just use them and tell people they're silver? We're like, no.
No, that's fraud.
Yeah. We're like, no. What we ended up doing, we told them, you want to sell them, we'll buy them, but we're not going to pay you like they're silver.
We need to renegotiate.
And threw them out for kids' hunts so the kids can give rings to their mother. But we told them none of them are real.
Right.
But you knew it the minute you looked at it that, no, this isn't real silver.
Jay Morris says, bad trade dollars have been around for a long time, Alan.
Yep. Oh, I know. That's why we wanted to check them first.
Yep. And some of the counterfeits aren't even good counterfeits.
Oh, yeah. Some of them will even weigh the right amount.
Oh, they weigh way light.
And then I've seen others where they don't even have the right obverse reverse.
Right.
And I've seen some coming out of China that are circulating around here. It actually is small print on the reverse.
Copy
or replica.
Yes, I have a 1889 Morgan dollar, and on the back it says copy.
Yep. I've dug a couple of those coins that you think, oh, maybe I've really gotten something, and then you happen to brush the dirt off and you see copy, and
you can go into just about any shop and ask them to see counterfeits and fakes, and they've got them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. A lot of the shopkeepers actually collect counterfeits specifically for educational purpose.
Oh, and there's plenty of them everywhere.
Oh my God, it's lousy with them.
That's why I have one of my customers.
I'd rather go into a shop to a dealer I know that has a good eye for this stuff and deal with them.
Yeah.
Right. That's why
you're a customer that had a bunch of silver that I bought from him, and he shows me a silver dollar. It was a 1798 U.S. silver dollar. He goes, do you want to buy it? And I'm like, well, I don't know if I can afford it. If it's real.
Right.
I go, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll send it out to get graded to make sure it's real and all that. And if I buy it, I'll pay for the grading.
Right.
And if it's fake, you got to pay for it. Or if I don't buy it, you got to pay for it. It came back as real, came back as clean, but it was real. And I ended up buying it. But I had never even seen one to hold one in my hand before. I thought that was just cool.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Because, I mean, like when you go to England, you get old coins, but you don't get 1,700 coins that you find in the U.S. very often.
No.
No, they're few and far between.
Yes, and you go to the East Coast, yes, you'll have a better chance of getting some.
Your
But
odds are more likely, yeah.
yeah, but I don't think I'll ever dig one in Chicago. So I ended
Well,
up buying
never
one.
say never.
True. Yeah, I just paid for my pouch to get sent from England today, this morning.
Oh, nice.
Yes. My little baby silver spoon that I got came back as 1810.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I'll bet you're excited to know that that's on its way.
Yeah, I also got a piece going to the museum.
Hmm.
We
Oh,
got
yeah.
we found
Congrats.
pieces of, give me a second, Bronze Age.
Oh.
There on the one field, it was a brand new field. They got 2 bronze axe heads and then another 15, 20 pieces about this big. And that's all going as a hoard to the museum. And everybody who got a piece of it will have their name on the plaque in the
Cool.
museum. And that one, in my pouch, I don't even have a picture of it in my pouch because it's going straight to the museum.
Wow.
That's a good answer, Barb. Not that I know of.
Yeah. There you go. Well, the one thing about hunting in England, I enjoy it. You find old stuff, you give your stuff up to a guy, he takes it and he goes through it, and a year later you get your pouch back. And
But then you know anything and everything about that item.
Well, I take pictures of everything I turn in.
Mm-hmm.
I've got full pictures of everything I had.
Oh, well, you've got to. I mean, because
Yeah.
depending on what it is, there's a possibility you may not see it again. So at
Oh
least
yeah,
you've got the picture.
I've had rolled up and folded hammies that I never got back
Mm-hmm.
because they got put in somebody else's pouch or who knows what happened to them. But they just never came back to me.
Right.
I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's a hammer
Yeah,
of silver.
it's
but
not the end of the world, but that is a very old find. And
Yeah.
let's face it, that's not a cheap trip.
Yeah, it's a 550-year-old coin, but it happens.
Yeah, it does. And I'm sure
Um,
that they do due diligence, but like you said, it still happens.
It does. To an extent, it does happen sometimes. Or they try and clean something, and in the cleaning process, the coin was damaged from being in the ground and it breaks apart. You can ask Ron about that. It's happened quite a few times. When they try and clean the real old silver coins, what they do is the coffee warmers.
Mm-hmm.
They'll put it and cook it for about 6 months at warm temperatures with olive oil or with the other things that they use on them. And if there's any flaws in that coin, it could shatter into pieces.
Hmm.
That's why my old one, I've got a 49 BC silver Roman, and it's crusty, and I'm afraid to do anything to it
Oh, yeah.
because I don't want it in pieces.
Right.
I
Yeah,
was surprised to
absolutely.
even get it back, to be honest with you, because that was before the Romans invaded England. So one of the officers brought that over with him.
Cool.
Right.
But
Get
that stuff's neat.
Getting back, you leave your stuff there, it ends up in a museum, and you get your name on it for a while. That's neat.
Yeah, I had one other thing.
Damn, it's hard to leave things behind.
I had a gold ring they claimed at the museum,
Yeah.
and then they didn't have the money to buy it and finally gave it back 2.5 years later.
Well, that Dave that found that chunk of torque, he still hasn't gotten paid over
The
there.
swizzle
Tim.
stick.
What about Tim?
He does have his ingot.
I'm talking Ill Digger Tim.
Yeah, he's got his ingot.
Yes, and he finally got that back.
Right. But it took like 6 years.
Something like that, yeah.
They're hoping you forget, I think.
Yeah, or look at Ron with that hawk whistle, that hawking whistle.
Yep, that's rare.
Yeah, there was only one in the museum in England, and he found another one. They claimed it and couldn't afford to buy it, and they wanted him to donate it. He told them, I'll donate it, but it's got to stay in the museum, and you can never sell it. And they told him they can't guarantee that. So it's
Then I'm not
now at his
donating it.
house.
Right. Yep.
That's pretty cool looking. I've seen that one.
Yeah, I've seen it too. It is cool.
It is a neat piece.
That is cool.
Yeah, they are out there.
But that, if you could come up with fields in the U.S. and it would change all the timing of most of the hunts that you would have.
Sure.
And get where you're paying $20-$30 a head to come onto the field, or $50. The farmer's going to want something.
Sure.
Have a 2-day open field hunt. If you got a couple 100 acres, that would be nice.
Yeah. Here you can get the Copper Age stuff. You're talking 2,000-year-old pieces.
Yep.
But you can't advertise that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, you can't.
You found it.
Exactly.
Because the government will come after you for it.
That's right.
I mean, it's a cool find.
Oh yeah.
And I love to see it whenever people do send photos like that to me, but I can't post them up. I can't mention it or anything.
Nope.
I just tell them, hey, congratulations. Thanks for sharing. At least I got to see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
there's something to be said for confidentiality.
Same thing goes in some places out west. You're not to touch an arrowhead. You're supposed to.
And yes, Jay, those hammered coins are very, very thin.
Very thin, yeah.
You could take a folded one, run it under hot water, and just push it down on a hard surface and bend it straight back into place. That's how thin the silver is.
Yeah.
Just the warm water is enough to bend it back.
There you go.
Yeah, it's something else.
Yes.
But that's why they ring up the way they do too.
Sure. Well, that's like that thing downstate Illinois, that plateau where the city
Holy
was.
cow, Dennis. Now the silver price is $86.71. We're going the wrong direction here, guys.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
That's
47.
Gold did that twice today. It got down like 4,950.
And then bounced back up.
Back down.
Yeah.
I got it on the high point. As we were talking, I did a swap with him on the gold and it started falling. It dropped about $70.
Well, Dennis, it's already bounced back a little. It's 49.63.70 for gold and 86.25. Okay, for silver.
Well, see, that just goes to show how volatile the market is right now.
Oh gosh, yes.
Well, it's like Alaska weather. Hang around, it'll change in about 5-10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
That's weather in the Midwest. But that being said, I'm still not opposed to buy.
Me too.
If the right price comes along, I'm your huckleberry.
Yep.
It don't scare me none.
No, I just bought some a few weeks ago, some 40% halves,
Mm.
120 of them.
Yeah,
The price was right.
I picked up the other week. I picked up a 1/4 ounce bullion round for, well, at that time with the silver prices, you're looking at $35 piece, and I picked it up for 20. Well,
Yeah,
if you're going to give it to me half price, which it was in an auction format and nobody wanted to bid any higher, what have you. So, okay, fine. I get it for half of what it's worth. I'm okay with that.
yeah,
And it was a legitimate bullion silver piece.
yeah.
It
You buy
was
that all day long.
Golden State Mint. So, in Indian.
I agree, 100%.
So when it comes up like that, I'll pick it up.
Barb wants it back up to 5K.
I hope that happens for you quick, Barb.
Don't we all?
And
So where
Barb,
do you want silver at, Barb?
Barb says
She wants silver at about 250.
250?
Probably.
At 250, I'm selling some definitely. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Well, remember that because you could see it.
Okay.
And you're going, yeah. And at that point, I will have no qualms selling it.
I still have silver I bought at coin price, 50 cents for 50 cents.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 50-ounce bar. I think I paid $100 for it.
Oh, wow. There you go.
That was a few weeks ago.
And I've still got some silver floating around here that I got back when it was, $10 an ounce.
Yeah.
But it's not taking up any space where it's at.
Oh, I went through all mine. I've been talking with Josh. I went through the trade-in stuff that I had for detectors and firearms and that kind of stuff. I had bags of it. Most all of them had a note in it, who it came from, when it came from. And some of them, those bags have been in there 25 years.
Oh, I hate you. I can't keep records like that.
I just put a note in there.
Well,
Trade-in
not all of them had notes.
X.
Yeah, not a chance.
And so I took all that out. That got traded in. I bought some other things, cleaned that up. I went through. I had a collection left to me of statehood quarters,
Statehood quarters.
roll of silver dimes, a couple halves, that kind of stuff. I took that in. She said she didn't really care to have the quarters. I handed her the books. There was 2 of them full. I said, and you get the books with it. Just give me the face value. She said, that's what they're worth. I said,
yeah.
It was what, $5, $10, $15 in each one, or 20? I can't remember what. And that went toward other things to upgrade my collection a bit.
Yeah. And in every transaction like that, he did not come out on the short end.
No, I've done pretty good. So
he's done well. He
dealer
has not hurt himself, and his stack is better for it.
Yeah, and I wanted some platinum coins, and I got those, and picked up a couple silvers that I just like to look at them, and they were out of Australia.
Your fractional bar.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
So that's what I was doing. I just took that stuff and upgraded it at the right time before everything went woo-woo, and then
Yeah.
I was trying to log everything in, and I can't. There's too much to log in because it's all over the place.
Yep, that's kind of my problem too. I told Tam the other day, I said, if something happens to me, I've got silver strewn throughout the house. You're never going to find it all.
Well, that's what my wife said. You got to get a list of all of it, just because you're just going to give it to the kids.
Yeah, so I've been tasked with the chore of consolidating it all to one area.
Oh yeah, well mine's consolidated, but I still can't. Every time I turn around,
Not
I
mine.
find more.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday, I'm down in my office and I'm looking and I found 30 silver quarters.
That's a heck of a problem.
Yeah.
But
It's a tough life.
Is the price has gone past the value. In other words, you got to say this silver quarter is a 1932, worn down a little bit. It was a $70 coin.
Yeah.
That's
Well, those were ones that went to the I&I hunt for a little certificate that you could win if you beat somebody.
I know nothing.
Their score, if you beat somebody's score at the I&I hunt,
yeah,
you got a silver quarter. I had to bring extra just for that.
You better be careful because you will be in Alaska with me. I will be right behind you.
I'm not saying any names.
There you go. I didn't either.
But
I said I know nothing.
But anyway, the value of the coins that had some intrinsic value as a collector piece is being washed out by the price climb of silver.
Yeah.
Just washed it right out.
Yeah, which is
at the I&I hunt, those quarters were worth $5.
Oh, well, we could arrange that, Dennis.
I'm
not even going to look.
A few weeks ago.
I'm not even going to look. With Chuck saying, "Oh, you can arrange that, Dennis," he must have been offering to trade silver quarters for Wendy's gift cards.
See, I didn't say that, Dennis, but I was thinking it after your comment.
Yep. We know who the troublemaker is. We'll just set you in the corner with Kevin.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm surprised he's not on with us tonight yet. Usually he's in.
Yeah, I didn't see him on there tonight.
Maybe he's sick. Hopefully not.
I hope not. There's some crap going around, though.
Well, wasn't? No, he said he was. He had a flu or something for like 6 days.
Oh.
That was the other day. That was on Sunday night.
Well,
he said he was in day 6.
There have been things going around.
Oh, man. A lot of people with respiratory stuff going on.
Right.
Wow. Time flies.
Yeah. Yes, it does. But anyway, if hunts are going to survive, they're going to have to become unique.
Yes.
What they're doing. I guess the best word we could do that. And it just isn't putting silver out and let everybody rush at it. So there's going to be some ideas come up that are going to be transferable to other hunts. And I know some of the dealerships are not big companies giving as much. So
yes,
times are
yes, without a doubt. The ones that have spring hunts have a better chance of getting more than the fall hunts, because by the time the fall comes, their dollars that they can spend is used up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys where are you having your hunt, Alan?
We're still looking for a place to try and do it in Illinois for this year and then go back up north the next year.
Okay.
But we may still go back to the other one.
That was a bit of a vacation for me.
Well, yeah, we may go back up there this year. We don't know yet.
Yeah, I think the last time we had asked you about it, you'd kind of been like, "Well, the jury's still out on that. We're still thinking it over. We're
still talking about it. I've even brought up to do the beach again.
And maybe they'll have that road work done where you got to get off and do all that cutting through the.
Yeah.
Holy crap, man! That was.
Well, we were talking about going back to the beach too. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, for a year to bring it back local.
Sure, maybe that would help you. This would be your best shot to do that. And then Next year, you could advertise the hunt up at that scout camp. Plenty of open hunting. We'll have some seated hunts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. I
Yeah.
don't know
Maybe
what
even
everybody
show
else is thinking.
maybe even show some photos of what was found wild hunting when you
Oh
promote that.
God! Well, some of those photos have been destroyed.
Oh.
And there was some
That's all
things.
we're gonna say.
That's
Oh, well, I didn't mean those photos. I know what you're talking about now.
Yes.
Yeah, and I did pop into the chat and saw Dennis's comment. That's that's funny. Evil, but funny.
Yes, Dennis is evil. Just
yeah,
kidding,
Dick and
Dennis.
Buddy, we've been on a while tonight.
Yes.
Hmm.
Get Alan talking.
I'm sorry. Well, I told you I'm open to come on whenever you want.
I know it.
Always a pleasure.
It's
brought up-
blessed.
We were kind of concerned over what we're hearing about the companies and how they're changing things, and whether you're going to have people coming from the companies to your site and representing them. We know Knock is still in the fold on that, and to a
Yes.
point, Garrett is.
That
Oh
they
yeah,
are.
they're
Mine
standing
lab may
strong.
not.
No,
We don't know.
And I do have to tell you before we get off, I'm very excited for that Legend too. I've been watching some of the videos on some of these on the Legend 2. That thing looks like a killer machine.
It'll be
It
fun.
really does.
It'll be
Well,
fun.
Nokia usually they do their homework and listen to their customer base and try to make sure that they've got all the bugs worked out before they release it, or issue updates to fix them as quick as possible.
And they do have this part on the screen going left and going right for ferrous and non-ferrous
Cool.
targets.
Hmm. Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty impressive too.
Well,
Kind of like a spin-off of the old white stignograph.
Or a lot like what the Deus does on the sides of the horseshoes.
Yeah, that's true too.
Now, Digging
Yeah.
Buddy says that the Legend 2 kind of reminds him of a Knox. Is it just him? I've seen the pictures. I haven't had the two in my hand.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen one I saw the videos of them. I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
That's
really
coming
though,
soon.
the original Legend kind of resembled a Knox.
Yeah.
I thought.
Anyway, yeah, it did.
Well, I'm just saying that machine looked very impressive from what I saw.
Take
I've
a
seen
look
like
at
4 different videos on it.
the Vortec at a certain angle, other than the blue color, kind of looks like a Knox.
Yeah, we know how that blue color got there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what that is from a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
You can't miss that color.
That's right.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Not at all.
folks. Hey, Alan, thanks for coming on short notice.
All right, thank you and good night, everybody.
Yeah, we'll
Thanks for having me.
We'll let Josh figure out how to get you on quicker the next time, which email to use and that. And
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. Well, that's just the kind of day I'm having.
All right,
All
take
right.
care.
Everybody have a great one. Dennis, we'll be talking to you Thursday night. Talk to you later, buddy. Bye-bye.
All right. We'll see you, Alan. Thanks
you,
for joining in with us tonight.
All right, take care.
We will. Later, Josh. Thank you.
Yep. We'll see you, Chuck.
Bye-bye.
Have a great night. And if I can figure out where I went, there I am. Okay, I was hidden behind the comments there well, I'm usually hidden behind the comments when we've got 3 on like that. Who am I fooling? Either way, yeah, good times, some good laughs, all of that. Who knows? You You may want to work on Chuck about that, Dennis, about having someone in charge of Kevin. And if it comes to fruition, be sure and keep us all posted, because we'd just love to know how that pans out. I'm sure that being in charge of Kevin is kind of like being in charge of a tornado, probably. It's going to keep you on your toes. Either way, if you enjoyed the show, well, let's look here. I don't think I'm going to like what I see, but let's look anyway before we roll out. We'll give the spot price one last time. Gold is $4,948.60. Oh, good Lord. Silver's $83.53. Platinum's $2,290. $2,200.90, $1765.10 on palladium. And those are, I know everybody uses their own kind of source. Those are coming right from AppMix. So there's that. If you enjoyed the show, throw us a like, hype the video, subscribe, check the notification bell, all that jazz, so you don't miss us when we are live. Other than that, follow us here, Beyond Sight and Sound on YouTube, Beyond Sight and Sound on Facebook, Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, all the wonderful podcast distribution services, wherever you may find us at, because we're out there in a lot of different places. Until the next one, stay warm, stay safe. We're out of here. Have a wonderful evening, folks. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.